El Chapo's son just escaped from prison. Nobody saw this coming. El Chapo's kid has just escaped from prison and law enforcement is rushing to catch him. The stakes are high and the risk is real. Do you want to know what's going on? Well, watch today's video to find out if this is absolutely true news or just a rumor. The Mexican government said they had caught the son of the drug lord El Chapo in Culiacán, a city in the northwestern part of the country that has long been the home of the Sinaloa Cartel. Ovidio Guzmán López, the son of Joaquin Guzmán Loera, also known as El Chapo, was taken into custody by security forces and sent to a special prosecutor's office in Mexico City, the Mexican Secretary of Defense said at a news conference. Yet, according to recent news, he has escaped his prison, which his father once escaped on a motorcycle. So let's find out if this is real news or just a rumor.
32-year-old son Ovidio, oddly, tonight held at the very same Mexican prison where his father escaped on a motorbike in 2015.
But first, let's talk about El Chapo's son a bit. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman and his second wife welcomed Guzmán López into the world on March 29, 1990. Guzmán López is Joaquin El Chapo's son with his second wife, and he attended a school sponsored by the Legionaries of Christ for the first 4 years of his education when he was growing up in Mexico City. According to his biography, Guzmán López's mother pulled him out of school because the families of his classmates refused to let him go on a school trip. Evidence handed down by a grand jury in the United States of America alleges that Guzmán López has been participating in the drug trafficking enterprise run by his father since 2008 while he was still a juvenile. On October 17, 2019, members of the National Guard briefly arrested Ovidio Guzmán López in Culiacán, Sinaloa. This led to several gun battles in the city. Over 700 heavily armed cartel gunmen threatened to kill a lot of civilians, including an attack on an apartment complex where the families of local military personnel live.
The son of jailed drug trafficker El Chapo, violence erupted in Culiacán, a stronghold of the cartel. At least 19 members of the Sinaloa cartel and 10 members of the military were killed.
Ovidio Guzmán was freed a few hours later, and President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said he agreed with the decision to stop more bloodshed. The next month, however, Eduardo N., one of the officers who had arrested Ovidio, was killed. On May 8, 2020, Santiago Nieto, who is in charge of Mexico's Financial Intelligence Unit, or UIF, said that the Mexican government had frozen Ovidio Guzmán's assets. We filed a complaint with the prosecutor's office and froze the accounts of Ovidio and 330 other cartel members. We have also found things that aren't right. On January 5, 2023, the police caught Guzmán López in the Culiacán neighborhood of Jasmara. Defense Secretary Luis Crescencio Sandoval later confirmed that he had been arrested. He said that people from the Army, National Guard, Secretariat of National Defense, and Secretariat of the Navy had caught him and taken him to Mexico City, where he was taken to the office of the Attorney General's Special Prosecutor for organized crime. Later that afternoon, the Air Force sent a helicopter to take Guzmán López to the Federal Social Readaptation Center, No. 1 in Almoloya de Aurez. This is a federal prison with the highest level of security.
Got some video from the last time Ovidio Guzmán López was captured, but quickly let go 3 years ago. The alleged fentanyl and meth trafficker was released when his powerful drug cartel.
During the first operation, 17 more people who were thought to be part of the cartel were also taken into custody. Marcelo Ebrard, the foreign secretary, told the press at a press conference that Guzmán López had been asked to be sent to the U.S. to stand trial, but he also said that he was being charged with crimes in Mexico. The day after he was arrested, a federal judge put Guzmán López in jail for 60 days as a precaution so that U.S. authorities could officially ask for him to be sent to the U.S. The capture of El Chapo's son, who was also a major leader of a drug cartel, gives the government a win in its fight against violence during one of the most dangerous times in Mexico's recent history. Altiplano was thought to be one of the safest prisons in Mexico. However, El Chapo, Guzmán's father, escaped from the prison in July 2015 by riding a motorcycle through a complex tunnel that led to a construction site about a mile away from the prison. El Chapo was caught again after 4 years, and he was found guilty of 10 crimes, including running a continuing criminal enterprise, drug trafficking, and having guns. He was given a sentence of life plus 30 years in prison, and he had to pay a huge $12.6 billion fine. A still from a video released by the government of Mexico showing the arrest of Ovidio Guzmán López in 2019. After gunmen attacked the city of Culiacán the day before, he was freed the next day. The arrest gave President Andrés Manuel López Obrador's government a chance to make up for a similar operation that went wrong 3 years ago. At that time, the Mexican government briefly detained Mr. Guzmán López, but they had to let him go when cartel gunmen overpowered the police. It also gave the government a PR win just days before Mr. López Obrador host President Biden and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada at a North American Leaders Summit in Mexico City. But experts were not sure that the capture of Ovidio Guzmán López, who has been known for a long time as Mr. Guzmán's son with the least amount of success, would have much of an effect on cartel activities. Alejandro Hope, a security analyst in Mexico City, said it sends a message to the U.S. that Mexico is still fighting the war on drugs. Does it change how the Sinaloa cartel is put together? No. Will it make a difference in the drug trade? No. Will it make people safer? No. When the arrest was made, the cartel acted quickly and violently. Buses and tractor trailers were seen on fire in videos that were shared on social media. Shots were heard near the Culiacán airport, so the airport shut down for safety reasons and posted a message on Twitter. A local intelligence official said that armed groups set fire to cars and blocked all the main roads out of Culiacán. Gunmen fought with law enforcement in the north of the city, where loud explosions could be heard and armed groups were stealing cars at gunpoint, an official said. There were no schools or government buildings open. The intelligence official, who was not allowed to talk to the press, also said that there were no public services and that most of the streets were empty. Aeromexico, a Mexican airline, said that at least one bullet had hit the fuselage of a commercial plane that was going to Mexico City. The airline said that everyone on board was safe and that the flight had been canceled.
I don't know outside because they block the roads, the highways are blocked, and airports get shut down too, and the city. So we started reading the news and watching news about Mazatlan.
The intelligence officer confirmed that armed groups shot at a military plane as it was landing at the Culiacán airport, but no one was hurt. The Mexican government has been trying to catch the Guzmán family for a long time. El Chapo twice got out of jail. Federal prosecutors in the U.S. say that his sons helped plan his famous escape from a maximum security prison in 2015 through a mile-long tunnel dug into the shower of his cell. In October 2019, security forces stormed Culiacán, arrested Mr. Guzmán López, and then let him go after cartel gunmen opened fire on the city, burned cars, and took security force members hostage. At the time, Mr. López Obrador defended the release by saying that keeping Mr. Guzmán López in jail was not as important as making sure the public was safe. Mr. López Obrador told reporters the situation got very bad and a lot of people's lives were in danger. It was decided to protect the lives of the people. You can't care more about a criminal's life than people's lives. After the first attempt to catch Mr. Guzmán in 2019 failed, a military patrol was sent to Culiacán. The whole thing was a national embarrassment for the López Obrador government. It made people doubt the government's ability to fight drug cartels where they have the most power. It's now evident that El Chapo's son's escape was as fake as it could be, but it's also clear that he is no less than his father and may escape prison at any time. Now, let's get ready to see what happens in the Altiplano. So this was all about this video, and if you enjoyed today's video, then subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon for more updates.